We have another question I'm going to put up to you. How do I teach strong moral values to my children?
This is, I'm going to sound like a broken record a little bit with the answer to this question, but I think this one also comes down to modeling. If we are people of integrity, we are people of high moral values, our children see us being kind to people, being, honest with people, living integrous, value-driven lives. We are going to raise integrous, value-driven children because we are their role models. We are their first and best teachers. And so as they see us live lives of high moral values, they will learn high moral values. Now, the question becomes, will they choose to live that way, right? They'll learn it, they'll see it in action through you, but will they ultimately choose it when they become adults? That's a trickier question. But the best foundation you can give them by modeling these values that you deem important to them will be your best tool to be able to increase the probability that they'll become adults with high moral values.
Right. So what I'm getting from this, and I guess what we're trying to give to our audience today, is to actually do and not tell, right? To actually embody and not instruct, because that becomes a lot easier for the child to pick up.
Yes.
And we have to have those boundaries within which we work if we want the children to reflect the behavior that we expect.
Yes.
Right?
And our children in general, are really, really skilled at honing in on hypocrisy. They absolutely will call you out when you're telling them to do something and they've seen you do the exact opposite. And the older they get, the more they'll call you out for it. My children are adults now. I have 3 adult children, and they don't hold any punches with me about, well, you told us you wanted us to do this, but you did this. There's a famous quote by one of the former presidents of the United States that says, what you're doing is speaking so loudly that I can't hear what you're saying. And so really, the actions that we take and the way that we live are very powerful examples of what we are raising our kids to be. So yeah, we can be saying things all the time, but again, it goes back to the listening, right? And if what we're doing is inconsistent with what we're saying, they're going to pick up on that.